Hello everyone, it's Rabin, and I'm back for the Monday show, which we're doing on Tuesday. I'm good at this YouTube thing. Okay, so what's the story there? My editing software crapped out, basically, so I have new stuff, and that's what we're using now, and yay! Sorry about that. So, the plan for the rest of the week, just to get you guys updated right now, is basically we're going to do a show today, which is this one, and then tomorrow I'm going to do a ship review. Thursday I'm going to do a ship review, so there will be no, random video this week. And then Friday, School of Design. That's how we're going to do it. It's just the easiest way to do it. And we're just going to kind of roll from there and hope. Anyway, so that's the story there. It's pretty basic. I'm not going to go too far into it. Suffice to say, we should be good now. Should. So, what have I been up to this week? Well, as you guys have probably seen, I finished the Janus shop in like a day. I don't know how I did it, but I did it, which is pretty cool. And I'm super pumped about it. And holy crap, that was a long night. But it was really cool. It paid off, I think. So I'm super, super happy with it. Also, we did another ship which you guys have been watching me speed build here in the background, and that is called the Barracuda. It's a scout ship. Okay, this ship was a weird one for me. Now, let me explain why. So, the ship initially started off as one of my, I guess you could say, trademark, practically, sword ships. It wasn't super great. It was, like the way it was going, it was going to be a really stock ship. Nothing too special. And then for some reason, I decided, hey, you know what would be really cool? If we stuck a giant chin on it. Basically, it was a giant chin. And so we did that thing, and then the whole shape of the ship changed. And actually, just a quick, I guess, spoiler alert. Not really spoiler alert for School of Design. But the first quote-unquote episode of School of Design, since coming back, is going to be on ship shape. Because you guys talk about, oh, can I hear about detailing and stuff like that? And it's like, yeah, we're going to cover that. We're definitely going to cover that. But the biggest problem I see, day in and day out, when I review ships, is the shape of them. That's just sort of how it goes. So we're gonna cover other stuff first to get you guys started on good shaped ships, and then kind of roll into detailing afterwards. That's the plan. So that's a spoiler thing. Okay, what else has been happening this week? Well, Starsight server is officially a thing of the past for now. Very well may come back sometime in the future, but for now it is down and it's going to stay down. Blood and Steel is still happening. Don't think that just because we stopped with the Starsight server that Blood and Steel is not happening. It most certainly is, and get your entries in. You guys have until, it's going to be like August 20th, or 28th that we do it, because I have a wedding to go to on the 20th. So you guys have time, but it would really help. There's a forum post linked down below in the description, and so check that out and see if you think you're going to be competing and you have the time and everything, just tell us. That would really help, just so that we have an idea of who all is going to be there. That'd be really, really awesome. As for ship reviews, you guys knocked it out of the park with all the ships, so I'm going to be trying to do multi-reviews this week for some of the smaller ships, and maybe a couple of extra reviews. I can't promise that. Right now, but I would love to be able to promise that. And I will try. That's all you're getting out of me. I will frickin' try. StarMade news has been pretty frickin' cool. The trade update is a really cool thing, and Saber is officially joining me on the Star Squadron server. Yes! We decided, Saber did a 24-hour live stream, which is insane. But that's something that he did, so we got in his truck, the Sabermobile. I'm calling it that from now on. But yeah, we got the Saber truck in and all the cargo pods. So he's going to be the shipping aficionado for the EFSF group, and we're going to be teaming up with LensCap in the near future to do an episode, probably this weekend, hopefully, if we can. And I think it's going to be really cool. We're going to use the Janus shop. and hopefully a hub shop and some other stuff to build a big economy across the whole thing, which I think is going to be really awesome. So stay tuned for that. So yes, survival episodes are happening again. This trade thing is something that, I mean, I kind of sorely needed because, man, StarMade Survival just isn't there yet. You know what I mean? Like, it's not bad. It's just not quite there yet. It's not at a point where I'm super interested in it yet. So this really did help StarMade's case, I guess you could say, for being interesting. Okay, so one of the other things I wanted to talk about before we get to questions, comments, concerns, etc., is I have actually been playing Evolve. I know, right? What? But I have, and it's not been bad, you know? It's kind of a cool little... So, I'm a sucker for asymmetrical gameplay. I always have been. I very likely always will be. It's just one of those things. It's just one of those things. It's a gimmick in a way, but it's an interesting gimmick. So that makes it okay, right? And it's just a really cool way of doing things. I don't know. I've been enjoying it. I'm not good, but I'm showing some gameplay here in the background of Evolve, and hopefully it's something. So if that's something you guys would want to see, like, tell me. But like, yeah, I totally know that's not really what this channel's about. Totally fine. But it's been a nice break because I mean so StarMade is great for most things, but every so often you just need a quick change of pace. And Evolve is giving that to me right now, so that's nice. And it's free, so that's nice. But yeah, so you guys I asked in the comments of the Janus release video if you guys want to see more Janus stations. And that was a resounding yes. So that's something we're going to be doing slowly. I've got I don't want to call it a template because it's not really a template. I put down some guidelines and some little bits and pieces for what could being the operative word, like the Janus hub. So the plan is 3 different Janus shop stations. The first would be is the one that you guys have seen. It's the little Sentinel shop. It's nothing major. It's, just a little outpost. You stick out in the middle of nowhere when you need it. And it's a good, cheap little thing. Mostly RP, admittedly, mostly RP. But it could be really cool. And it was a lot of fun to build and all that good stuff. Cool. Easy day. The next one would be the outpost. Instead of the Sentinel, the outpost. It's got to be a bit bigger. I want it big enough that it can take... I want to add like a warp gate, and I want to add a spot for Saber to dock his truck up and other people to dock their stuff up. Actually, most of them. It's going to take some planning. Not going to be a one-day build like the last ones. So, there's that. Also, the building with Tashara was interesting. So Tashara has a totally different build style than me. He focuses on one part where I focus on overall shape. He focuses on essentially whatever's going to become the face of the ship. And that made it kind of tricky to build with him, but we're going to be going back and taking a look at the ship sometime in the future and working on it and hopefully completing it. Now that apparently he's done some work to kind of get things going in a good direction, and we'll see where it goes. Here's hoping. Here's hoping. So I'm looking through. I don't see much. By the way, guys, leave questions in the comments of this video if you want me to answer them, and that'd be great. But what I do have here is, can you release X? I'm just going to put it down as, can you release X, Y, or Z ship? Like, whatever ship. Yes, I can, but most of these aren't done yet. Like the big red Solar Sailor, it's nowhere near done yet. And once it is done, I will release it. Same thing with the battleship. It's nowhere near done. Now, I was toying with the idea of releasing them and then updating them maybe weekly or every other week or something like that, or as I add things to them so that you guys can kind of follow along with the build. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that, but if that seems like something you guys would like me to do, tell me, and it will do the thing. Because we can do that. It's totally doable. So, yeah, just tell me if that seems like a good idea. I'm not 100% sure at the moment, but maybe. Okay, is entrance design a topic too specific for school design? No! Hallways and doors. I mean, that would kind of go under door design in general. No, it's not. It's not too big of a topic for school design. And if anybody else has any other things that they struggle with in StarMade and want to know about or maybe get some ideas for, feel free to ask. I mean, that's really why I'm here. Do you have any plans to make a new podcast with, I'm assuming, with Saber and Dalmont anytime soon? Plans, no. Hopes, yes. I would love to. Unfortunately, at this exact moment, it's really tough. Saber's about to move. I'm working on getting a new job. Dalmont is Dalmont mostly, and it's really difficult to do. And we just shut down Starside, so we're just all kind of recovering, for lack of a better term, right now. That being said, I know we want to. Everyone has kind of expressed a hope to do another one sometime soon, and so that is the plan. I just don't know when it's going to be, as of the current moment. But we're gonna try and hope, and we'll see. Also, Glory Fang released like 6 more ships since I did the review on his Runner Mark 1. Holy crap, guys. Go look at these things. They're gorgeous. It's worth it. I will put a link down to his forum thread. It's so worth it. Like, that's one to follow. It's really cool. And I get tons of inspiration from there. And actually, I was wondering. Okay, I was wondering if anybody here is an admin or a server owner on a server. Currently, I obviously do not have one other than the Star Squadron server, and I don't know if they let me do this, so I'm not gonna do it. But I have a plan for a couple of videos that I will need help with, hopefully from you guys. So if you guys are interested, and if you're admin and have a server, etc., tell me. That would be helpful. I can't promise I'll take you up on it, but I mean, the more options there are, the better. Okay, so just let me do this little recap here. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 ships waiting on reviews. I've been kind of toying again with another idea, which is to do like Saber did his review stream, where he just sat and reviewed. I think he did it for like 8 hours, and he just reviewed all of the ships in his backlog. I'm thinking about doing something very similar. I just don't know when. Like Fridays, I like to leave like for when it comes to videos, or not videos. When it comes to streams, I like to leave Friday for kind of whatever I want to do at the time, whatever's really jumping out at me as this is something I should do now. And honestly, like I like to leave that as my free day. That is when I play whatever. I'll play games with you guys. I think last Friday we did Secret Hitler at like freaking like 3 in the morning because reasons. I don't know. Like is that something you guys would want me to do? I'm thinking maybe like Thursday? No. Maybe I just do it like a Saturday thing. The other thing I've been kind of thinking about a little bit is I was wondering like what weird. I always like getting ideas, so this is gonna be a lot of stuff in the comments. This is gonna be a shitload of stuff in the comments. That's just how this episode is gonna go, okay? But I'm always looking for new ideas for ship roles. So when I build a ship, I don't think about initially what shape it's going to be. I don't think about, like, am I building a Normandy from Mass Effect? Am I building a TIE fighter? Whatever. I don't care about any of that. I only care about the ship role. and I try to suit the frame to whatever the ship role is. But I've done so many ships at this point, like I'm running out of ideas for interesting ship roles. So if you have ideas for that, comments. Like I said, comments. I know a whole bunch of you guys said, well, you better not be like Jingles and go like, you know, 100 episodes without answering like more than like 5 questions. Well, I'm not gonna. Um, but y'all have to supply the questions. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying. I'm gonna leave it at that. I ain't gonna touch that again. I ain't gonna touch that again. Anyway, the other thing is look, be aware. Is that the right word? No. No. Just a heads up. Another heads up. We got a lot of heads up. Lots of news. There's going to be, hopefully, a super special, awesome event happening on the Star Squad server. So that it will involve a whole bunch of Star Squad members. And it's going to be a really cool thing that we're going to do. It's going to be a resurrection of an old video series. An old event video series, that is. And I really do hope you guys like it. And it's going to be a little bit nuts. I know that. I know that. Because all the personalities on Star Squad are pretty crazy. And I think Saber's joining in as well. And maybe Kai. And if I can find Dalmont and convince him to join, that would be cool. But I don't think it's going to happen because he's busy as hell. But it's going to be a really cool thing. And hopefully you guys will like it. And hopefully you guys will see. Maybe you guys will find new channels because of it. The Star Squad group is the group I'm part of, as well as Starside. Obviously, Saber, Dal, and I made Starside. But we're not in competition or anything. We kind of have two very different ways of doing things. And so what we're kind of looking to do is maybe give you guys some more content to watch from other StarMade channels. And we like promoting other StarMade channels, especially because, I mean, it's not a zero-sum game. YouTube isn't. It's not like if you go and watch my video, you can no longer watch Saber's video or Jace's video or whatever else. Like, share the love, right? And that's how I operate for the most part. I like to share the love. Anyway, I am gonna call it here for this episode. It's kind of a shorter episode, but it's now 6 in the morning. And if this becomes a pattern, that's going to be a problem. But at 6 in the morning, I'm going to edit this video, put it all together, get it out on YouTube for you guys, and then tomorrow, ship review. Day after that, ship review. Day after that, School of Design. And I'll have some quote-unquote homework for you guys for School of Design. Should be interesting. Anyway, that's it for me. Take it easy, y'all. And as always, I'll see you again next time.